So it's been a bit since I've done a proper video like this with a background and a place. First things first, this is roughly my new background. Some things may change. So for those of you that don't know, I have been in London for the past 5 months. I got there on January 10th and I was there until May 31st. So I've been home for a couple of weeks, still trying to get into the swing of things, and I thought I'd tell you guys how study abroad went for me. So let's just get into it. Through my university, I am able to study abroad, which is a huge, amazing opportunity. This was a huge step for me. I was going to a completely different country on a completely different continent where I didn't really know anybody at all. Like, I had connections here or there, but I didn't know anyone really personally. It was a big step. And I'm still super impressed with myself for actually doing it. I kind of went through the whole entire process in about 3 months before I even had time to process what I was doing, which is why I think it worked out so well. So once I was actually heading there, I think is whenever it really started to sink in. I was terrified. It was like a ridiculously, I think it was like 12 hours it took me to get there. I had constant delays and just so many things going wrong with the flight. And then when I got there, I had this big purple suitcase that I packed so nicely with everything I was gonna need. That didn't work out because my suitcase was gone. When I was landing in Heathrow, I watched them take it off the plane, and I expected it to be baggage claim, where it was supposed to be, but it wasn't there at all. And I went around the entirety of baggage claim. I went everywhere I could think of, everywhere I could find to go. I went to all those places and I couldn't find it. So I had to fill out this form with the airline and try and figure it out. That first week was a very bad time. It was terrifying, and I didn't have any friends yet. Like there were 2 other girls that went there with my school that I'd met and I'd talked to a bit over the past month or so. I'd been talking to them a little bit on Facebook and getting to know them a little bit, and I didn't know how things were gonna go. I kind of had this preconceived idea that they were just gonna meet other people and it was just gonna be, I didn't know how to get around yet. London, if you haven't been, London is a very big city. And there's a lot of tube lines and buses and trains and all kinds of things that you need to learn whenever you're going to London. Honestly, those things aren't actually that hard. Once I started dealing with it and kind of coming to terms with it and all of that, it got a lot easier. But for the first month or so, I was kind of afraid to go like out and about on my own. It was a big adjustment. I had to really figure things out. And I mean, the school helped a bit. We had an orientation, and we had a day where we were able to go out into the city and just see everything. If you ask my family, the main reason I was there was to go to school. I mean, it was a big part of it, but it was not the main reason I went, to be honest with you. I had 3 classes. I had a creative writing class, a London history class, and a class called Media, City, and Cultural Capital. Don't really know what that class was about, but essentially my creative writing class was about writing, and I was just learning new things about thinking like a writer. My London history class was amazing. It took me all over London. I got to see a lot of museums, a lot of really cool things. My only complaint for that class was my professors never emailed. I had 1 assignment in that class, and it was an essay. And I emailed my professors several times asking them to kind of go over my essay. I asked them many questions. I also asked them to take a look at my essay at one point just to make sure that it was as good as it could be, but they never emailed me back. My Media City class was awesome. It was easily my favorite because not only did we go all over London, but my professor was extremely fun. She was hilarious and personable and like just a really cool person. So I had class Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then with those, I had a presentation, an essay, and a notebook in my creative writing class. I had an essay in my history class, and I had a portfolio, like a digital, I had a blog that I had to submit for my Media City class. So while I was in London, I also went to quite a few other places. You may have seen some of my blogs about that. So the first place I went was Brighton, which I love dearly. It's such a beautiful little town, and there's so much to it. Like I didn't know how much there was to see there, but there is some really awesome stuff, and I recommend going if you can. I went 3 times. I went with some friends from my school, again to see Against the Current live, which was so amazing, and I miss it. And then I went a final time on one of our last trip outside of London, and it was a really amazing day, and I'm still so happy that we did it because it was so much fun, and it was our last day, and it was so nice. So after Brighton, I was also able to go to Cologne in Germany, which was really cool. Actually, it had a chocolate museum, which is awesome. When you go there, you get to make your own chocolate for I think 4 or 5 euros. I made my own chocolate bar. It was milk chocolate, and it had little like Smarties. It had miniature Smarties in it and vanilla bean powder on it. It was so good. I kid you not, it was amazing. I also went to Brussels in Belgium, which was amazing. Amazing waffles, delicious, like ridiculously delicious chocolate. The city itself is beautiful and really like laid back and nice. Really nice, and has like comic book things all over the place. It has like comic book stuff all over the place and Smurfs everywhere. It's so cool. I highly recommend going to visit. And if you go on one of the free walking tours because they're so informative and so fun. And then I also went to Italy, which I have vlogs about. The Italy vlogs will be at the end of this video and down in the description if you'd like to check those out. I definitely want to go back someday and visit again. I don't think I'll live there, but I definitely want to visit again and see it because it's such a beautiful city and there's so much to do there. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to click the like button and subscribe. Both of those things are really appreciated. Honestly, truly, 100% appreciated. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!